because the volatility is less. Look at that. Typically, look at that. That would have hit 5 pips. Oh, that's annoying, but it is what it is. Hi everyone, what is going on? My name is Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the Binary Destroyer 7.0. Now I haven't got my webcam on today, and the reason for that is I didn't actually plan to do this video. I'm doing some live trading and I thought, you know what, I would film it for you, kind of going over the setups that I'm taking. Now, as you know, this is my partner's £6 trading account. Basically, I gave my partner a £100 account. She gave me back £6, so she practically blew the whole account within a few days. And then from £6, I've been trying to build it up slowly, and I've got it to around £30. This is that account that I've been hitting around a 98% win ratio with it. Now, we've had some really good setups on GPUSD. Again, you can see how we've crossed over on the MACD. Stop loss above the high, 29 pips. This trade went to about 25 pips. Good trade there. Now, I've got a trade currently on, in fact, it's just sitting here. I'm just going to set this to 5 pips like this. As you will see, in and out scalping off the 5-minute time frame. Now, most of my trades do go further than 5 pips. Most of them go on to around 20 pips. But because this is such a small count and because I'm in and out scalping, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to take what I can and then move on. The idea is in and out scalping and high win ratio trading. So as you can see here, I'll show you the actual setup. It was on USD CAD. Okay, what USD CAD? Now USD CAD, no, it wasn't USD CAD. USD Chef, there we go, USD Chef. Okay, so you can see here, we popped a Mogwai signal here. Okay, we've also crossed as well on the MACD. So we're oversold here. We've popped a diversions arrow here. See this? This represents diversions arrow. This should go on to hit 5 pips nicely. We've popped a diversions arrow, which is inside the oversold area. So we're oversold on the MACD and RSI. We've popped a diversion signal in the oversold area. We've popped a Mogwai signal. And also, if we go over to the higher time frames, okay, I think it was the 4 hour. Okay, we've come down to this area here. Okay, just here. Okay, now this might go slightly lower. Okay, this is still a strong downtrend, but obviously I'm now trading off the 5-minute time frames and I'm going for in and out scalping. So off the 5-minute time frame, let me just load up my let me just pause the video. I'm going to load up my chart so I can actually zoom in. I can actually write on my charts. 1 minute. Okay, so I can draw my charts now, which makes it a little bit easier to explain stuff. Okay, so basically on the 4-hour charts, we've come down to this support line here. Now, I know price might go a little bit lower, but the one thing I do know is we're going to get a reaction from this level. So I'm looking for a reaction from this level. Okay, so that's the first thing. When you go down to the 5-minute time frame, okay, I can see if I just bring it up here. Okay, first of all, I can see diversions. Okay, we popped a diversion signal just here. So that arrow in the oversold area is a diversions arrow. We've also popped a Mogwai signal, which is there. We've also crossed over on the MACD and RSI, and we're just closing above the TCA line. So this tells me that we should be doing a small pull up to the upside like this. Okay, like I said, in and out. The downside with this trade is obviously it's against the trend. I can see that it's clearly against the trend, but again, okay, I should be able to get at least 5 pips out of this. Now, if you watch my other videos, okay, I go for normally a 5 pip take profit, 5 pip stop loss. And, you know, like I said, most of my trades just go on to maybe 10, 15. But I just want to get in and out trading. I just want a quick look. NZUSD again. Okay, if I just bring this up like this, with a nice little sell here. Again, you know, you could easily get a nice little take 8 pips out of that one there. That's a nice little sell there. We should actually start to go lower on this one. This is a really good setup. Let me just have a look on the 4 hour. Okay, it might be better on the 1 hour actually. I'm seeing if we're at a resistance area. No, we're not. We're still in a strong uptrend on NZUSD, so that might be a risky trade to take. GP CAD. Let's have a look at GP CAD. We're a nice little sell at the top here. Look at that one. That's a beautiful sell. Have we got a resistance area at the top? Yes, we have. We had a beautiful resistance area at the top. Okay, you can see that area there. You see that? Okay, nice little touch here, chopped around for a bit and then dropped. So basically, we came up to this resistance area and rejected straight from it. Okay, MACD went overbought and then we would have entered on this arrow here. Again, easily could have got around 31 pips off that trade. USD CAD still in a downtrend, so not really a lot. I haven't got no signals on there. USD Chef is kind of still going sideways. GPUSD, we had a nice little sell on GPUSD. Go over to the 1 hour charts. Is there any resistance at this level? No, still really. I mean, maybe here. Okay, I mean, this is just me being a bit picky here. Okay, we definitely got a bit of rejection there. You can see it from there. Definitely here. So maybe if I go down to the 5-minute setup, would I take this trade? I probably would, you know. I probably would. Definitely because the MACD's crossed over there. Okay, which signifies it's overbought. Yeah, okay, I would have entered that trade. I mean, 28 pips on that one. USDJPY. Okay, again, no real setups on USDJPY today. And believe it or not, I think that is it. Obviously, I've got a nice little buy on USD Chef. If I just bring up my charts, there you can see here, it's currently about 1.2 pips. Like I said, I should easily get 5 pips out of that one. But notice how I'm filtering out the setups here. I'm filtering out, okay? So you can see here, let me just see this particular trade here. Okay, in fact, if I just zoom in like this one had actually crossed over as well on the MACD. Look at that. Okay, so we had a little sell there. We crossed over on the MACD, but guess what? We wouldn't take the trade because the MACD hadn't actually crossed over. Oh no, it had actually just there. Okay, so let me just mark this up here. We might be at a support line there. So let me just mark it up like that. I'm going to go over to the 1 hour charts. So maybe the 30-minute charts. No. Okay, so there's no real setup on that. So going back to the 5-minute time frame, okay, we would not take that trade. Even though it looks good, I would avoid taking it. Obviously, I definitely wouldn't take that one, but I'd take this one because we've come down to this support line. Notice how, again, okay, I would always say if you're going to take trades against the trend, okay, we want to be looking preferably for an extra confirmation. Normally, this divergence arrow inside the zone, so either in the overbought or oversold, this just tells me that diversion has appeared inside the oversold area. That's all it does. So let me just go back to the charts. We're slowly getting there to around 5 pips. What I'll do is I'll pause the video. Okay, I'll update you very soon on this trade. And I'll show you my trading history for the last couple of weeks. So I'll pause the video and I'll be back. Hi everyone, so I'm quickly going to close this trade off now. Done, gone. I've finally ticked over to my £30 from £6. Now, the reason why I closed this trade early is simply because I've been sitting here. Well, I haven't actually been sitting here. I've been downstairs having dinner. But it's been about an hour and 20 minutes now since I actually took that trade. And obviously, the time right now is going into the Asian session, as you can see here, 7 p.m. And then it'll go into the Asian session. When you're scalping, you don't necessarily want to be trading those sort of times. Reason being is because during the Asian session, spreads and commission get a lot higher because the volatility is less. Look at that. Typically, look at that. That would have hit 5 pips. Oh, that's annoying, but it is what it is. Take it on the play. I'll show you some of my results so far. As you can see here today, locked in 3.2 pips, up 45p, so £30 now. I've just finally ticked over. Yesterday, again, I actually had some losses yesterday. You can see here, 1.4 pip loss, 1 pip loss, and then I closed the trade at 8 pip win. Okay, and then the current month, we look at the current month. I actually got quite a number of losses. Oh no, in fact the current month, it would be previous month, wouldn't it? Because today is the 1st of December. Okay, so you can see here, these are last month's trading results. So yeah, finally ticked over, but look at how annoying that is. If I literally left that for another 30 seconds, that would have hit nicely. Well, I mean, that would, if I actually entered on the arrow there, which I would have done, would be sitting at around 8 pips. But you know what? In and out trading, it doesn't matter now if that trade does. We've finished. That's trading done for today. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.